Friends, welcome to Bank Exam Cafe, and in today's episode we are going to see case study based questions for class 10 CBSE as per the new pattern 2028. Recently CBSE has published a sample question paper and in which a case study based questions are being asked, and there is a confusion, chaos and a stress in the minds of the students that these case study based questions, if asked in the examination, how to deal with such questions. Friends, nothing to worry, the questions are very simple. 1 mark questions are there, one case will be given to you, and on that question 5 sub questions will be asked you, and out of that 5 sub questions you have to solve any 4 questions, and in all there will be such 4 questions, and so this will be a 16 mark question. 4 questions will be there: question number 17, question number 18, question number 19 and question number 20 will be on case study based questions, and in each question there will be 5 sub questions, and out of that 5 sub questions you have to solve any 4, and each question will carry 1 mark. It means this is the MCQ type question only. You have to just understand the case and start giving the answers of the questions that are being asked. So friends, here we will see the question that is in the sample paper only. The first question in the sample paper is here on the screen. Friends, here is the question. The diagram show the plans for sun room. It will be built onto the wall of a house. The 4 walls of the sun room are square clear glass panels. The roof is made using 4 clear glass panels, trapezium in shape, all the same size. 1 tinted glass panel, half a regular octagon in shape. Here the shapes of the panels given to you, and the diagram is given to you, and in the diagram there is a top view and a front view, and this top view and front views are shown on the graph paper so that you can find the distances, you can find the coordinates to solve the asked questions here further. Now here, this is the origin. I just increase the view of the image. So here you see that this is the origin, this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis, and this is the top view and this is the front view. And let us see the questions asked on these figures and the given information. So this is the first question. Refer to the top view. It is said that refer to the top view. This is the top view. Find the midpoint of the segment joining the points J into bracket 6, 17 close the bracket and I into bracket 9, 16 close the bracket. Now in general also you can solve this without having the figure also, that you have to find the midpoint between these 2 points whose coordinates are given to you. So this can be solved as, suppose this is the J point, I is the another point, here this is I point, and the coordinates of this J and I are given at 6, 17, and that of the I are 9, 16 close the bracket. And you have to find the coordinates of the midpoint. Let that midpoint be P and whose coordinates are x, y. Close the bracket. Now this you can solve with the formula. You have to find the midpoint. So you will use the midpoint formula. So x is equal to what? x1 plus x2 upon x1 plus x2 upon 2. Now here it will be what? x1 is what? 6 and x2 is 9, and therefore it will be 6 plus 9 upon 2, and that is equal to 15 upon 2. Now you have got the x coordinate as 15 upon 2. Just go through the options and you see that all the x coordinates are different. Only in third option there is x coordinate is 15 upon 2, so there is no need to find the y coordinates. Directly you can tick the option number 3, that option number 3 is the correct option. But if there are two options such that whose x coordinates are same, then you will have to find the y coordinate, or in that case you can search for the y coordinate. If all the y coordinates are different, then first find the y coordinate and check which is correct one option. And so here friends, you can solve this with the help of logics also. So here there is no need to find the y coordinate. With the help of x coordinate you can say that the third option is the correct option. It is so simple. There is no need to get in a panicky situation. The simple questions are there, simple MCQ questions are there. Now let us see the second question. Now here is the second question. The distance of the point P from the y-axis is. You have to refer to the top view. This is the top view, and you have to refer to the top view. I increase the view, and here you will see that in the top view there is no P point. This is the F point, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So this is the F point, this is not the P point. So there is no P point, and therefore there is some mistake in the question. And even if you take this P point, then it doesn't tally with the answer given by the board. Board has given the A option is the correct option, but here 4, it cannot be 4, it is 3.5. So the question itself is wrong, and we will move to the next question. Now the next question is refer to the front view. You have to refer to the front view. The distance between the points A and S. This is the A point and this is the S point. I increase the view. Here you have to see the front view, and you have to find the distance between the points A and S. Just count how many squares are there. 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So it will be 16. It is so simple. You must know how to find the distance between the 2 points A and S when these 2 points are on the graph. So the distance will be 16, and so your correct option will be C, will be the correct option. Such simple questions will be asked to you in the examination, but there is a figure, there is something different idea, and therefore it creates a panicky situation. So very simple questions are there. So just move to the next question. Now see here the next question. You have to refer to the front view. This is the front view. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points A and B in the ratio A 1:3 internally. Now here see the figure, see the front view. I increase the view. This is the front view, and you have to find the A and B points. This is the front view, this is the A point and this is the B point. So first you will have to find the coordinates of this A and B. Now try to understand what do you mean by coordinates. X coordinate means what? It is the distance from y-axis. X coordinate means what? It is the distance from y-axis. And y coordinate means what? It is the distance from x-axis. It is the distance from x-axis. So here we have to find the coordinates of point A. So point A, whose coordinates will be x coordinate. So here the distance from y-axis, this is the y-axis, and the distance of point A from y-axis is 1. So it will be 1, comma. Now you have to find the y coordinate. Y coordinate is what? It is the distance from the x-axis. This is the x-axis, and this distance, if you calculate, you will see that it is 9. So the y coordinate is 9. Now you have to find the coordinates of B point. So B point, whose coordinates will be, x coordinate means distance from the y axis, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that is 5, comma, and this is B, its y coordinate, it means what? It is the distance from the x-axis, distance from the x-axis, and distance from the x-axis of B point is what? It is 10. Now you have got A and B coordinates. Now what is left? You can find easily. You can find it easily. Now here the question is that there is a line segment joining the 2 points A and B. Such questions you might have solved. There is a line segment joining the 2 points A and B, where A coordinates are 1 and 9 and the coordinates of B are 5 and 10, and it is asked in the question that there is a point P, whose coordinates are x and y, and you have been given that this P point divides this line segment in the ratio 1:3. Now it is very simple. You can solve this. I increase the view of the question now, and options, correct. Now here we will first find the x coordinate. So what is the x coordinate? X coordinate will be given as m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. So that is equal to m1, that is 1, into x2, that is 5. So 1 into 5, 1 into 5, plus m2 x1. So m2 is 3 and x1 is 1. So it will be 3 into 1 upon m1 plus m2, that is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3. And now this you can solve. So I solve this further here. So x coordinate will be equal to what? 5 ones are 5, 3 ones are 3, 5 and 3, that will be 8, and 1 plus 3, that is 4. So it will be 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So x coordinate will be 2. Now search for there. Now here there are two options. This is the first option whose x coordinate is 2. This is the one whose x coordinate is 2. So the correct option will be either second one or the fourth one, correct. Now here we will find the y coordinate. So y coordinate, that is equal to, now similarly m1 y2 plus m2 y1 plus m1 plus m2. So m1 y2, that is 1 into 10, that will be 10. Now I do this directly, plus m2 y1, that is 3 into 9, that is 3 into 9, that will be 27. So here upon m1 plus m2, that is 1 plus 3, that will be 4. So which is equal to, this will be 37 upon 4. And 37 upon 4, that will be 9.5. 9.5. So the x coordinate is 2 and the y coordinate is 9.5. So the second option will be the correct option. These are the simple questions you can solve. There is no problem whether it is a case study or the questions asked in a general way. Now here it would have been more easier if you would have calculated the y coordinates first, because here if you observe this, there are the two options where the x coordinates are same, but here the y, all the y coordinates are different. So once you got y coordinate as 9.5, then you would have immediately said that the second option is the correct way to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for watching this video.